Hello students, we will today talk about the packing efficiency. Now like coordination number, the magnitude of packing efficiency, it gives a measure of how tightly the particles are packed together. Means the how these particles of the constituent particles of the unit cell, how they are packed together. This is nothing but we call it as packing efficiency. Now, the packing efficiency is the fraction of the percentage of the total space occupied by the spheres. So you can write packing efficiency it is equal to volume occupied by the particle in unit cell. It is divided by total volume of the unit cell. So this is nothing but what is we call as a packing efficiency. Now packing efficiency of metal crystal in simple cubic lattice. We'll first start with the simple cubic lattice, then we'll go for the body centered and then face centered cubic lattice. So this can be explained stepwise. The first step we should know what is the radius of the sphere. Sphere means nothing but the constituent particle. Now in simple cubic unit cell, particles are at the corners and at the corners they touch each other along the edge of the unit cell. Now how this is so? So we can show this way. Here, this is the simple cubic unit cell here. So these particles which are at the corners, they are touching to each other along this edge. Now this A, this length A, this is the length of unit cell edge. This R here, R is nothing but the radius of the atom, means distance from this point to this point. This is called as the radius. Then here you can say this is the radius for the one sphere. This is from here to here. This is the radius for the another sphere. So this total edge length of the unit cell, which is determined by this A, which is denoted by A, that would be equal to A equals to twice R. Or you can write R equals to A by 2. Now in the second sphere, once we got the radius, we can find out the volume of the sphere or the particle or constituent particle of the unit cell. Now we know that volume of the sphere, this is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. This is known thing. This is mathematically you are aware about this. This volume of the sphere equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. Now substitute the volume value for this r from this equation, from equation 1. So we can write volume of one particle, that will be equal to 4 by 3 pi. Now substitute here the value for r, this r cube. What is this r here? This r is equal to a by 2. So that we have substituted here the value of r here. So a by 2 cube. Now when you further simplify 4 by 3 pi, the cube of this a cube and cube of this 2 will be 8. So that results into a cube upon 8. So when you further simplify this, 4 ones are 2 here. So the result would be pi a cube upon 6. So in this way we can find out the volume of the sphere or the particle. This is for one particle. Now further, if we proceed further, in this we know that in simple cubic unit cell it contains only one particle or atom or the sphere. This is one and the same thing. This is constituent particle. You can denote it as atom or a sphere. So it contains only one particle or atom. So the volume occupied by the particle in unit cell would be the same as we find out the sphere for the one sphere. So pi a cube upon 6 here. Now this packing efficiency, this is equal to, as we already discussed, this is equal to volume occupied by particle in unit cell divided by total volume of unit cell into 100. If we want to find out in percentage, we should have to multiply this equation into by 100. So this is the value for pi a cube upon 6. This is the volume occupied by particle in unit cell. Now, since we are considering here simple cubic unit cell, it contains only one particle, so this will remain same as it is, pi a cube upon 6. And what is this a cube here? At the denominator, this is nothing but the total volume of unit cell. Right? So this is length into breadth into height. So if you're considering the edge length as a, so that would be the cube of this. So it would be denoted by a cube. So pi a cube upon 6 divided by a cube. So you just have to be very cautious about this. You don't misunderstand this. What is this total volume of unit cell? This is nothing but length into breadth into height, that is denoted by a cube into 100. So a cube is nothing but the total volume of unit cell. So when you further simplify, pi a cube upon 6 into 1 upon a cube. You can write this way also, the same equation. So this pi value of phi is nothing but 3.142. Now pi into 100 divided by 6. We can cancel out this a cube. And if you solve this further, you will get the answer as 52.36. This percentage is the occupied by the spheres or the particles in the unit cell, and the remaining would be the empty space in simple cubic unit cell. Means the packing efficiency of simple cubic unit cell, it is 52.36%. This is about the simple cubic unit cell. Now we proceed further for the packing efficiency of metal crystal in body-centered cubic lattice or cubic unit cell. Now this is the unit cell. The particles will be at the corners, and in the body there is one particle which it will be situated or located inside the body, which is not shared by any other unit cell. We know this thing in case of body-centered cubic unit cell. Now here, this is R, this is the radius for this sphere. This is the twice of this radius, and this is R again. So here you can see R plus 2R plus R. So you make the addition of this will be equal to the 4R. Now how we can calculate for this? The particles occupy the corners, and in addition one particle, it is at the center of the cube. In case of body-centered cubic unit cell, particles at the center of the cube touches to two corner particles along the diagonal of the cube. You can see here, this is the particle at the body center, the center one, and this A and F, these are the particles at the corner of the unit cell, and they are touching to this body center. They are touching to one another. So to obtain radius of particle or the sphere, Pythagoras theorem is applied here. Now look here, for triangle FED. Now this is the triangle FED. This angle FED, that is equal to 90 degrees. So this angle is 90 degrees here. Now FD square, this length, that is body diagonal actually, this FD square would be equal to FE square. Where is this FE? This is FE square plus ED square. We know this is the Pythagoras theorem. If this angle FED means this angle is 90 degree, so the square of this FD square would be equal to FE square plus ED square. Now we know that this each and every edge is having the length, if we consider that edge length equal to A. So this FE square plus ED square would be A square plus A square. It gives twice A square. Where this FE equal to ED, which is equal to A, that is the edge length of the unit cell. Now we got here FD square equal to 2A square. Now for this angle AFD, now we'll go for this AFD, this A, F and D. So for this triangle AFD, so angle ADF will be equal to 90 degrees. Now where is this angle A, D and F? So this angle here, it is a 90 degree here. So AF square, again you apply the Pythagoras theorem, so this AF square will be equal to AD square plus FD square. Where this AD, this is the this length, age here, AD square plus FD square. So this is the body diagonal actually. So FD square will be equal to twice A square. FD square, this FD, this body diagonal, as we already studied, that FD square, that is equal to twice A square. Now substitute here, AF square equal to A square, that is AD square, that is equal to A square, plus FD square. From the earlier discussion, we know that FD square it is equal to twice A square. So A square plus twice A square here. So you'll get here AF square will be equal to twice A square. Okay. Now AF will be equal to square root of twice A. Now the figure shows that AF equals to 4R. You can see here. This is for the body center cubic lattice. This AF, that is equal to twice R plus R, and this plus R. So that is equal to 4R. 2 plus 1 plus 1. So it is equal to 4R. So AF, we again from this discussion we know that AF equal to square root of 3A. So now R will be equal to square root of 3 divided by 4. We just combine these two values for AF. 4R equals to square root of 3A into A, and if you combine these two equations, these two, we will get this R will be equal to square root of 3 divided by 4 into A. Isn't it? Now, as we proceed further, in the step 2, we are supposed to find out, once we get the value for R, we can go for the value for the sphere. So volume of sphere, that is equal to 4 by 3 pi R cube. So you always remember this thing. Volume of sphere, this is given 4 by 3 pi R cube. And in this equation, you substitute the value for R, that is radius of the sphere, as we calculated from the earlier discussion. So as we know that R equals to square root of 3 upon 4 into A. So this substitute this value of R in this equation here, this same equation. So I substituted here 4 by 3 pi. R is nothing but square root of 3 upon 4 into A, and this whole cube. Now when you further simplify this, 4 by 3 pi into square root of 3, the whole cube, into A cube, and cube of 4, that will be equal to 64. 4 into 4 into 4. So it becomes equal to 64. Now further simplify it. 4 ones are 1 and 4 16s are 64. And you can cancel out this 3 and this 3 also. So you are left with square root of 3 into pi A cube upon 60. It's very simple. Now when you proceed further here, now the next, once we found the volume of the sphere, now multiply it with the total volume of the particles. So this unit cell of body centered cubic, it contains two particles. We know this thing. We have already studied this. So total volume of particles will be equal to, hence there are two particles, to multiply this earlier thing what we got on doing some calculations. So this is the volume of the one particle. Since there are two particles, so multiply it by 2. So this, when you multiply it by 2, 2 ones are 2 and 8. 2 8 are 16. So we'll get here answer square root of 3 into pi A cube upon 8. This is the total volume of the particles in body centered cubic lattice. Now we want to find out the packing efficiency. So packing efficiency is nothing but the total volume of the particles. So this is the total volume of the particles divided by total volume of unit cell. This total volume of unit cell is nothing but A cube, that is length into breadth into height, and multiply it by 100. So you'll get here, you just substitute this here, cube square root of 3 pi A cube upon 8 divided by A cube. So you can write this way also. So A cube get cancelled here into 100. So you'll get here square root of 3 into pi divided by 8 into 100. So square root of 3 into pi, that is 3.142. Square root of 3, it is, if you find out this also, you'll get 1.732 into 3.142 divided by 8 and answer is coming out to be 68%. It should be multiplied by 100, of course. So the packing efficiency, it is 68%. Means this is the space occupied by the particles in body-centered cubic lattice. This is for body-centered cubic lattice. And remaining means 100 minus 68, whatever is left, that is the empty space or free void available in this type of packing. Now the next here, packing efficiency of metal crystal in face-centered cubic lattice or cubic centered packing, or here HCP. Instead of this CCP, it should be HCP actually. This is HCP. This is also the CCP or HCP, hexagonal cubic packing. So first, follow the same method. First, find out the radius of the particle. Now in this diagram, you can see this is the sphere at the corners. We are talking about the face-centered cubic lattice. So the particles or the atoms of the sphere, they would be present at the corners, and this is the sphere which is at the middle. This sphere, it has the center of the face ABCD. This is the front face. We are just considering only one particle. Remember. So this is the ABCD face. So this is the particle which is present at the center of the face. In addition to this, all these 6 faces, those will be occupied by the spheres at the center and at the corners also, because this is the face-centered cubic lattice. We know this thing. Now this triangle ABC is right angle triangle. So this triangle ABC, this is right angle triangle, and according to Pythagoras theorem, we can find out this is AC square will be equal to AB square plus BC square. So substitute here AB and BC, these are nothing but the edge length which is denoted by A. So A square plus A square, it will give you twice A square. So AC will be equal to square root of 2 into A. So first we should find out the radius of the particle or the constituent particle or the sphere. This should be always the way to proceed to find out the packing efficiency for any type of crystal. Now this AC will be equal to square root of 2A. Now from the figure you can see that AC equal to 4R here. AC equal to 4R. Now 4R will be equal to square root of 2A, because we just combined these two equations as we did earlier in case of BCC also. So 4R equal to square root of 2 into A. So R will be equal to square root of 2 upon 4 into A, or you can write this as A upon 2 into root 2. This will be your equation 1. So this 4 can be written in this way also, A upon 2 into root 2. Okay. Now volume of one sphere. So volume of one sphere, we know that 4 by 3 pi r cube. This is known. Now just substitute the value for this r cube here, because we got the equation in terms of r also. So r will be equal to square root of 2 upon 4 into A, or A upon 2 into root 2. So 4 by 3 pi A upon 2 into root 2 whole cube here. Now simplify this further, 4 by 3 pi A cube into 1 upon 2 into root 2 whole cube. So that can be 4 by 3 pi A cube into 1 upon 8 into, so this 2 into root 2. So find out the cube of this. Cube of 2 will be 8. Root 2 cube means this is root 2 into root 2 into root 2, square root of multiplied by 3 times. So 4 by 3 pi A cube into 1 upon 8 into, so this root 2 into root 2, that will be equal to 2 into 1 root 2 is left. So you can write here root 2. So here 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8. So you can simplify this. So you are left now with pi A cube divided by 3 into 2 into 2. So that will be 3 into 2 into 2, that will be equal to 12. And we are left with 1 root 2 here. So pi A cube into 12 into root 2. So this is the volume of one sphere for FCC. I simplified the things here. Now further, now we got the volume for one particle. Now multiply it with the total number of particles present in FCC. So it contains 4 particles. We knew this thing. Now volume occupied by particles in FCC unit cell, that should be multiplied by 4. So what is this 4 number? From where does it come? It comes from that we know that it contains 4 particles. So multiply it by 4. 4 into pi a cube, 12 into root 2. So that will give you 12 pi a cube divided by 3 into root 2. You can simplify. 4 ones are 4, 4 threes are 12. So now find out the packing efficiency. Packing efficiency equals to volume occupied by particles in unit cell divided by total volume of unit cell multiplied by 100, because we want in percentage. So here substitute the values. We have this value already, that is the volume occupied by particles in FCC unit cell. So substitute as it is, pi a cube divided by 3 into root 2, and total volume of part of unit cell, that is of course a cube, length into breadth into height. So now further simplify, pi upon 3 into root 2. So cancel out this a cube, so you'll get this thing multiplied by 100. So 3.142, that is value for pi, divided by 3 into root 2 into 100. And if you simplify this, if I find out the root 2, that will give you the answer equals to 74%. So in FCC, 74% of the total volume is occupied and 26% is the empty space here. So in this way, you can be able to find out the packing efficiency in case of simple cubic lattice, body centered cubic lattice, and face centered cubic lattice. Thank you.